Welcome back to an episode of Princess of STEM. Wait, I don't even know the name of my own podcast, you guys. It's been that long.
The Princess of STEM Diaries. That is correct.
No, but I said Princess of STEM, and I was like, done. But you can follow me on Instagram at Princess of STEM. So if you ever want to keep up with what I'm doing in the world that I am curating that's crazy but lovely, follow me there. But welcome to Princess of STEM Diaries. I love our podcast because we get to talk about things that, I don't know, are just interesting and fun. And this episode, we are actually in Chicago filming at the NSBE conference, so the National Society of Black Engineers. And it means so much to us because this is where we met, my Nez Bay.
Yes.
Even though right now, like,
You love me.
I do. And that's the problem. You're driving me nuts. We are setting up, we sell merch and books and all these wonderful things that are like empowerment. But the setup, we handle things differently. So I would have put together the plan in advance, shared said plan with the team, would have built schedules and had it all done. My husband throws everything in a bag or a box, puts it in the car, drives here, and is like, oh, we'll figure it out. I love the self-assuredness that it takes to do that, but oh my God.
So, wait. So, first of all, the bags have a purpose. The bags are
trash bags that look like we don't love
if you
our stuff?
No.
Okay.
Those are blanks in the bag for the most part. But the other thing is, in the bags, they take up less space in the van than boxes, and they are sorted.
I will agree with you. Bags do take up less space than boxes, and you can kind of like manipulate them to get them to fit. So like not necessarily a horrible thing that you pack things in trash bags, but you still lack a plan.
So
you still lack a plan.
But what is it called? The law of this diminishing returns?
Okay.
So if I spend 10 hours on this plan, as opposed to 3 hours, that means I got 7 hours to tape for...
To do what? What were you doing in those 7 hours?
We're working on our learning management system, the best learning management.
Okay, so this is the
we
other
have been
thing.
doing a lot of filming.
You have been doing amazing work, so I'm never going to take that away from you. But baby, that was not our priority project. Somehow,
but you know when it became a priority?
Because you got into it. You love being Mr. Wizard and typing on the thing and like building up the
There's two reasons why it became a priority. One, there's a funder that really is in the math. And we had an opportunity to show them what we think is an amazing product.
I don't disagree, but we could have showed a unit. You have built an entire curriculum and not only built it, proceeded to film it all.
Yes.
But
you know what's cool about it?
Unit.
First of all, let's talk to our producer. Let's talk to our producer.
If he doesn't have my back, I'm hanging up.
Lorenzo will tell you why it's needed.
Lorenzo, don't back him.
Lorenzo.
Oh, he doesn't have his mic on.
What he said
was Whitney is right.
No. We'll tell you if he gives a head nod. Are my videos good to help parents? No. Because right now, I'm tutoring people using my videos. And so Lorenzo...
That was not the question.
Well, I saw the need for a product.
The product is fantastic. What you built was
needed. Our community
wonderful.
needs
this conversation started with the fact that you
system.
don't think through planning. It was not the priority project. It's your favorite project. And so you put a lot of time and energy into things that make you happy, which, again, we all do. But we had actual priority projects that, where are those at right now?
They're here.
Yeah, in garbage bags. Back to my point.
Well, we answered the garbage, but you agreed the garbage bags are better than
STEM
boxes.
Supplies. So this is also beautiful. So
first of all, it's a
lot
of STEM supplies.
The joy and the beauty in the chaos, because it is truly a wonderfully chaotic world that we're living right now. We have the opportunity to lead the pre-college initiative workshops at this 50th anniversary of NSBE, which is beautiful, fantastic, and a blessing because we have been pouring into not just our community, but the Nesby community for years. So this is like a wonderful way on the 50th anniversary to do that. But we've known for months that we were doing it. When did you put those kits together? Or did you even put the kits together?
Oh, wait.
Tell the truth.
Not the kids. Not the kids. So the plan was to bring the supplies.
I'm not talking about the STEM kits. Now, that was all on me. So you can throw the whole planning thing in my face for that one thing. But the kits for the supplies for the workshops, we've known for months. Are those kits put together? Yes or no?
Yeah. No.
No.
Are all the supplies here?
Who got the supplies? Your
did.
Lovely wife. Who was supposed to get the supplies?
Well,
and
I was supposed to get the supplies.
You were being Mr. Wizard and making videos, and you didn't do the STEM kits. That's my point.
First of all,
and it's a wrap. Thank you for coming to my
let's
TED Talk.
clarify.
Okay.
When you say making videos, you're supposed to say making the best algebra tutoring videos ever.
Okay,
so when you refer to my videos, please refer to them in a proper context.
So if you don't know, I absolutely believe in horoscopes, and I had Tayo on in season 1 of the podcast, and she gave these fantastic stories about horoscopes. And a lot of people never believe me that Delano is a Leo. So if you know anything about that, they like to be the center of attention. They love like praise, like that's a Leo thing. This is how his Leo presents. He doesn't want to be the center of attention, like I need to be the star of the show, but baby, he thinks everything he touches is gold. I'm going to start calling you Midas. You literally think everything about what you do is the best.
In the words of Paul Heyman, I may be biased, but that doesn't mean I'm wrong.
Oh my God. Let me tell you how deep it goes. We used to have Chihuahuas. We lost both of them in 2024. So it was like a sad year for us because we had those dogs since they were 9 months old. But he would see any dog anywhere on the planet and be like, our dogs are cuter. That is such a Leo thing. Like, why can't you just say somebody else's dog is cute? Ours are cuter. Every time, about everything. He does it about our kids. I may be
biased, but I'm not wrong.
And you do it about our children. I'm like, yes, they're beautiful kids, but and they're the cutest kids. I need you to rein that in sometimes. You are making wonderful videos. That doesn't mean they're the best videos. And it still doesn't answer my question about why you don't plan ahead of time.
I do, depending on what we're doing.
Okay, talk to me about this because I need to know so I can better manage in this relationship.
So I think I'm so used to just doing the STEM projects. It's like riding a bike. The problem
was 70 kids at a conference.
The problem
on a national scale.
The problem was, you're right.
Okay, go ahead.
The problem
wait. Say that again. We need that sound bite real quick.
No.
Go ahead. Say it one more time, baby.
I didn't plan for my car needing the oil change and needing a tire.
What did that have to do with anything?
That threw off my schedule.
That's one day.
No, because my plan was all in peace, and so I was ready, and then I said, okay, so this day I'm going to do this day I'm going to do this day I'm going to get all the supplies.
That was just yesterday, though.
Yes.
Okay.
So here's the thing. You can plan for something to be done just in time.
And here's the difference. I plan for chaos. Does that make sense?
I am the chaos.
What? You are, though. Like, you are the chaos.
But no, so sometimes it happens. So here's I say if I spend 3 hours working on the plan,
okay,
that's X, Y, and Z.
Yes.
Sometimes Y gets a hole in their tire and it throws the plan off.
No.
But I've spent 3 hours. Your way, you want to spend 10 hours working on every piece of the minutia. And I'm like, those 7 hours can be used to make the greatest math video in the world.
That is not true. That is not true. I do not. So first of all, ChatGPT has saved my life a plenty of times.
That is true.
I can put in that thing like, I need a schedule for blah, blah, blah. And it can spit out something. Isn't that always perfect? But gone are the days of 10 hours of planning to do anything. True. Generative AI has absolutely helped and saved my life. But a lot of this too is that literally we have never, ever planned an event since 2009. I think back from when we started doing foundation hands-on projects. Something always goes wrong. So I like to be prepared for what I can control. So when the chaos happens, it's inevitably going to happen. I have time to deal with the chaos because there's already a plan in place. You add chaos to a situation that you know is already going to be chaotic. I hate that. And all you can do is laugh about it because, okay, so you do it on purpose. Again, big shiny red button. Whitney hates that. Doot, doot, doot. That's all you do. You do it on purpose, don't you?
No. I just know I have 20 things to do, so I'm going to put up a decent plan for what we're working on.
And that's it. A decent plan.
85% of the time, that decent plan works. Sometimes you get a hole in your tire and the plan goes to crap.
It is. If you keep bringing up this tire,
yes, because my plan, you would not have noticed there was a chink in my plan if my day didn't get thrown off.
No, I think because I live in constant chaos. I don't think that for the past, I don't know, 10 years, I've ever had something run smoothly, no matter what I've done. So I feel like I'm used to constant chaos.
But you're also very.
There's constant chaos.
Yes, but the
so
average,
much
and I
like,
get
I've
that
lost
you want
my
it to be
vocabulary. Like I just can't even code switch anymore. Like y'all just have to get raw, like
but a lot of
unfiltered
times,
Whitney because I just can't.
Your expectations.
I have very high expectations.
So where the other person would say this is magnifique and this is excellent, and I get it, and that's what makes you so special and so great.
Oh, thanks.
You'll say 93% ain't good enough.
Yes.
And I get that.
Because it's not. Okay, real question. You know your... Oh, see? I gave up cussing for Lent. For the 10th year in a row.
Okay.
Yeah, I already failed today. But we're not going to talk about that. You know, giving myself some grace. I'm going to get better. But okay, so you know a subject matter really, really well. And you know you can get 100%. And you get your test back and you get a 95. You're not mad? You're not mad?
So, no. It depends.
No.
And engineering is
if I know my
engineering
stuff,
is the best example of that.
And I get a 95 when I know my stuff, I'm pissed. Like, give me my 100.
So I'll say this, and this is the perfect, engineering is a good example of that.
Okay.
I'm going to be pissed if I get a 95 on a Calc 2 exam.
Why?
No, this is my example.
Okay.
But if it means that I got an 87 on chemistry because I had to spend that time I was going to use to get that other 5% in chemistry to get 12, that other 5% in calculus to get 12 more % in chemistry, then I'm going to live with that 95 because I used that time to.
I'm bitter about both.
I know I could have done better. But I know my chemistry grade went up 12% as opposed to the other 5% in calculus. So I'll take it.
Okay. So this is the difference. I'm okay with the 75 in chemistry. If I wasn't getting it in the first place, I was putting in all the energy I was supposed to. That is my best, baby. 75. Hey, like I would celebrate that, which I know seems strange, but I don't think that we as people have to be perfect at everything. But the thing that I'm supposed to be good at and I don't perform to the level that I know that I can, I'm mad. I'll still sharpen my skills, but that 75, that was the best that Whitney had to give in that subject.
Okay.
I don't know. I'm not praising the 12 when I could have had the 100 and the 75. I don't know. Okay. So I was talking about how NSBE is so important to us because, you know, all of us, like our lives kind of collided at NSBE. What are you looking forward to at the convention?
Oh, what? Doing workshops.
So you are excited about the fact that we're leading these PCI workshops.
Well, I think this is being able to use your talents. I mean, we're doing what, 6 workshops?
6. Yeah.
For pre-college students. So to be able to spend our time doing something that I would say we're pretty good.
No, we are. We're really
we
good
always
at,
are looking to get better. But I think if I take what we do, I could say we're good at it. And so to bring our talent to this conference, I'm looking forward to that.
Oh, okay.
Then I'm looking forward to seeing people. Oh, I saw somebody I was a freshman in college with.
Here?
Yeah. You know how she said, "Hey," I heard somebody yell, "Hey, Mookie."
Oh, Lord. I remember the first time I heard somebody yell, "Hey, Mookie."
She didn't say it like that. Let's not do that. Let's not do that.
Who's that?
So it was Miriam Randall. She was a freshman with me in chemical engineering at Michigan. And she's at the NSBE conference.
That's dope.
Yeah. And I was getting all our people checked into their hotels who are working with us.
She's at that hotel too?
Yes.
That's awesome.
And it was funny because apparently she was at the conference last year and you see people on Facebook. And
we never see
and you don't
everybody.
See them. So I'm like, who knows? I may not see her again at the conference,
but it was awesome.
But to see somebody that you were a freshman in college with at
a NSBE conference, which means that she either made it, right? So graduated, because you haven't seen them since freshman year, right? So you graduated.
Sophomore, yeah.
Or you know what I mean, right? You did it. Or maybe you had a different life path, but you made you're back. It's really cool to see people that, I don't know, engineering undergrad is a haze, whether people want to admit it or not. And it's nice to see the people that you started with finish.
Yeah. So I get to see the people I see on social media. I think my favorite one, my kids getting to see this. Waverly won't understand it. Waylon will like it. I think the best part is the line at the career fair.
Oh, how long the line is?
To see the hundreds and maybe thousands of young Black people in line.
Getting jobs.
And not to sound elitist, but that first part where it's the kids with the 3.2s
the Apex members.
Where it's that first part where they're the ones standing in line. So you can look and see you have this long line of students who are doing academically well. That
People
might be my
favorite.
In terms of a narrative, that might be my favorite narrative.
About the NSBE conference.
About the NSBE conference that I'm going to see is just a line of people.
But you kind of highlighted two things for me, even just saying that. Don't you feel like we need to take more pictures? I look back sometimes and I'm like, we do so much stuff and we have no evidence. And it's not for evidence for other people. I just want to look back fondly on memories 30 years from now and be like, man, that was so much fun when we did that. And have pictures that I can look at. I just remember watching my grandma do that with photo albums and people I never met or would never meet, but she clearly had an affinity for. It was beautiful for her to flip through the pictures. We don't have any of that.
A lot of it is because we have social media.
Yeah, but social media is online and who knows where it's going to go. Not that the photo albums are forever, but it reminds me to capture the moments when you have them in some form. The other thing is, I agree about the narrative, about the GPAs, but I also am cautious right now because companies took an advantage of the current political administration's belief that if you are not a white man and you did something, it's because somebody gave you a leg up. And so they don't ever say that quiet part out loud, but this anti-DI movement is rooted in the fact that there is just huge belief that other people can't be excellent if they're not white or male or both, right? Usually it's just white male because they're even trying to get women out of the workforce, right? So part of me is sad because some companies believe that crap too. And basically they use those executive orders, which aren't laws, to pull out of the conference.
Yeah, they're moralizing their preferences.
Yes, but it's false because we have a line of people that are going through real engineering programs that have above a 3.5 GPA. They're clearly academically excellent. Mm-hmm. So this notion that they got a leg up or are undeserving is just a crock of crap. No cuss words.
Mm-hmm.
Did it.
I think people are being allowed to
be oppressive.
Yes.
And haters. And so that's the only part about this 50th anniversary that is sad for me. When it's a time that we could celebrate, is that people didn't double down and say, no, we actually have really amazing talent that we've recruited from this organization and we're going to continue that commitment. Instead, they pulled out. It's not a big thread, so I don't want to give it this huge piece of this story, but it is in the back of my mind. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm interested to see the career fair because I know some people, some groups. Well, was it just the military that pulled out a black engineer?
The military pulled out of,
So I'm interested to see what NSB.
And NSB, they pulled out of here too. Which is so weird to me. Like, you don't want anybody to be in the military either?
They'll recruit us to be on the front line.
Oh, not to be in the engineer or an officer.
Yes.
They want you to be, okay, we won't go there. You have a very different view of the military than I do.
No, my grandfather and I won't say my uncle, rest his soul, but
he did. He was in the Navy.
Yeah, they say that's why he came back drinking.
If you went to war, you probably would come back a little messed up too. My grandpa, I don't know if I'm allowed to. Anyway, my grandpa was in the military, and he was a chain smoker because of it, right? And not like I'm 2 packs a day. Like, I saw my grandpa switch from cigarettes to cigars to a pipe to chew to, like, there was never a moment in time when there wasn't tobacco. What?
Nothing.
Tell me.
I said to crack.
Tobacco.
Okay. Weed.
Boy. Huh?
To marijuana.
No, I don't think. Well, listen, I was kind of naive. That could have been happening too, and I would never have known. Because, okay, this is a thing. I told you this story about how my sister burned incense in the house, and you're like, babe. I think people just like incense. You told me that's not true. Why are you making that face?
Okay, if you think she was just burning incense to burn incense,
she
more power to you. Okay.
Don't rob my innocence.
I'll leave it alone.
Is that a thing? I need someone else to tell me and chime in. Like, no one else burns incense just to burn incense? Lorenzo. Okay, so I'm the only one that doesn't know this?
Apparently.
Okay. Well, all right. Back to what we're supposed to be talking about. Any other final thoughts of, like, this is something I'm looking forward to?
No, what are you looking forward to?
Oh, what am I looking forward to? Exposing my children to the organization in a way that they're going to remember. Like, Waylon has been coming to NSB since he was born. So he has a picture. I think he was 6 months old. No, he might be a year.
No, it was like 3 months.
Oh, 3 months and then a year. He was 3 months old when he first came to an NSB conference. But obviously he doesn't remember any of that. But, like, I want him to have this experience. He's at an age where he, like, is a sponge. And so he's going to see and remember all of it. And then Waverly just being exposed to the community, because the thing that we probably should start calling NSB is a family reunion. Like, you got to see a friend from freshman year. You never know who you're going to run into. Like, it is truly family. Like, even walking in here, I ran into 4 people, and all I wanted to do was walk down the hallway that I hadn't seen in years. And it was just wonderful to just get an embrace, say, congrats. It's so good to see you. I'm sending you nothing but love. Like, it's a wonderful space. So it's like, I want them to be around what it looks like to have love and support from the community.
Right.
Yeah. I'm in my mom era, so I'm all about my kiddos feeling love right now. Okay. That's it. And the workshops, but you already said all that.
Yeah.
Cool. Okay, so we're supposed to play a game.
Okay.
I didn't bring my paper talking about planning. So it was a word association game. Okay. But it was supposed to be engineering themed.
Okay.
But I don't remember what the words were.
Just give me words.
How am I going to do that if I don't know what the thing? Like, you have to come up with something engineering that comes to mind when you hear the word.
Okay.
I don't know.
Where's your phone?
It's in my book bag. Not my phone, but like the papers in my book bag. So I'm going to make something up. Actually, like, did you ever cry when you went through your engineering program? I chuckle, but I'm serious. Did you cry?
I don't think I cried.
Don't be tough now. You done
No,
graduated.
I didn't cry.
There was not a single class that made a tear come down your cheek.
Not a boo-hoo. So it's interesting.
Okay.
There were times when I was like, oh, this is really tough. And then I was like, oh, it's tough for everybody.
Oh, yeah. We all were doing it.
So I'm going to show my elitists.
Okay.
I think sometimes it was anger at the non-engineers who would talk like they had it.
Oh, that still makes me angry to this day when people are like,
what are you doing? I have a 10-page paper that's due tomorrow.
I can write the essay in 30 minutes. Get out of here.
What are you talking about?
Yeah.
But then they'll be like, well, why did you wait? Your homework's due tomorrow. Why did you wait till the last minute to start? Bruh, I started working the last week when he gave it, and I'm still working on it. They'll talk to me about your 10-page paper. So I would get mad at them, because not necessarily because that's what you chose to do in life. It's when you act like we're on the same thing. Well, you shouldn't. You're a slacker. Nope.
So I have engineering elitism too, and I talk about this a lot because I want people to check their elitism so that way it doesn't, cloud your judgment all the time. But when people are graduating and they're like, oh, they have this 4.0 in XYZ major and it's not STEM, I'm like, engineers have 4.0s in all of those classes too. Now add on the thermo and Calc 4 and all of the other things. Add that on there and then tell me how so-and-so has done. I don't want to diminish the accomplishment, but I do think there needs to be a recognition that all majors are not created equal. They really are not. We should be applauding any engineering student that graduates with a 3 point anything. 3.0 and above means you are a genius. Good job. Yes. I really feel that way. Okay, so no cries, but anger. What in engineering brought you extreme joy?
I liked our senior project making beer.
You don't non-alcoholic
even beer.
Oh, okay.
I did at the time. Oh yeah.
You don't have to say it like that.
But no, our project was to make non-alcoholic beer.
For your senior design project?
Yes.
So that was something that brought you extreme joy.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
It was funny. Professors are funny. Engineering professors are funny.
Why?
Because the way they look at the world, like I think we had a section of the class where we talked about like ramifications of things happening not outside of engineering, and he went on this rant about idiots who spilled the McDonald's coffee on themselves.
That is not okay. See, now we were wrapping up, but we're not going to have that on this podcast.
I know the coffee is really, really hot, but when he said it, it was hilarious.
Actually really, really hot.
His thing was you could build up $1 billion business and you never know when the idiot is going to spill coffee on themselves.
I mean, the sentiment is real, right? Truly is real. But that is not how she won the case. It wasn't because she spilled coffee. It was because the coffee was literally ungodly hot.
That hot,
and
burnt coffee.
She wasn't the only case. And it was an intentional McDonald's protocol to brew it that hot. And they had to go back and fix that, and that's why she won the lawsuit. But it's not because she spilled the coffee. Y'all got to stop telling that story. That poor woman. She probably is used to it, laughing with her millions, though. I don't know what she won, but let's stop acting like it was just spilled coffee. But yes, okay. And then the last, I don't know if this was the last one. Oh, yeah. What is the thing that you wish you could do over? When it comes to engineering, not all, it has to be about matriculating through your engineering program.
Take my freshman year more seriously.
You did well your freshman year.
I didn't do as well as I could. I
can call in BS.
I skipped a few classes. I got a couple B's in A classes because I wasn't taking it serious.
I love how you just got on me about the 95 and 100 and
this was 18-year-old
B's.
No. But it was because there was classes where I could get 100% without even thinking about it. But just wasn't applying myself, wasn't going to class.
I skipped a lot of classes too. I was a knucklehead.
And don't believe the hype.
What?
You can get 100% on the exams, and if the teacher knows you don't come to class, you can get a B in that class.
Did I ever tell you I had a professor that put that in the syllabus? That was like a 90 for all of the coursework was the highest grade you can get, and he reserved the last 10% from 90 to 100 is how he felt about you. It was in the syllabus.
Okay, if you're, I hope you're not racist.
A 90 is an A though, so you ace everything, you can still get an A. But if I don't like you, you're not going to get higher than that. Because an A, it's an A minus. It's an A. Right. So you can still get an A even if I don't like you. But he reserved the last 10% for how he feels about you.
What if he didn't like black people or women?
He kind of was like that. He didn't have to worry about it. That little 10% didn't save me none. I barely missed the advanced class. I say that because I got a B minus or something like that. I was really mad about that. But I couldn't understand the material. It was too much. There were some classes that that's what I would do over again. I would study differently. Engineering classes are problem-solving classes, and so you don't have to do a lot of memorization of information. You have to understand the process and the thought to solve. Mm-hmm. Whereas I was a biomedical engineer, and I would have to take biology and organic chemistry, like these science classes that are solely based on what you memorize. Mm-hmm. And in anatomy and physiology, I could memorize my notes in a night. I literally would ask people to read them to me. I could close my eyes and you can read a paper to me and I will remember everything that you read to me. Mm-hmm. And that's how I passed anatomy and physiology. But I couldn't do that in cell structure or organic chemistry because you had to memorize stuff and remember the process. Mm-hmm. And I would learn how to study differently because I was barely getting through those classes. I'm pretty sure I was straight B minusing all the way through biology courses.
And I'll add, I think the one thing I would probably do, and this is in hindsight, I would learn how we teach now.
Oh, if I had me as a teacher, I'd have been amazing.
Yeah, I would definitely read everything in advance. So when I get to class, it's a review.
You would be more studious.
Yeah. But even then, you don't know how to be studious. You don't learn that you have to know the stuff 3 times to capture it. Yeah. So I would have made sure everything gets read in advance.
Yes.
And then when I get to class, they're reinforcing that and then go through it again on the back end. Like how we teach our students in calc. That's what I would have done.
That's the model you would do?
Yes.
Okay, that's fair. Oh, well, thanks. Mm-hmm. I mean, we're here in Chicago.
I'm excited. So day 1 of NSBE.
Yeah.
We're looking forward to it. Brought kids from, I hate to say kids, students from Cincinnati.
Well, they are kids, but yeah.
So we're excited about it.
Okay. More to come.
More to come.
Oh, just kidding. You have to have an outro.